Tonight on Newsbeat, an epidemic of harassment reports at LSU over the last few days. We'll tell you what we know so far.
And find out how a local business is helping out the community in the freezing weather.
And see what the Student Health Center looks like after getting some much-needed repairs.
All this and more, Newsbeat starts right now. Hello and welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm Alexia Tropolis.
And I'm Brett LaFaso. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it's been all over social media. As of right now, at least 9 female LSU students over the past few days have claimed they were harassed on or around campus. Tiger TV reporter Josh Bowering is live at Middleton Library. Josh, what can you tell us so far?
That's right, Alexia. I'm standing here in front of Middleton Library where the first event occurred on Monday. Many girls have said to have been grabbed, harassed, or otherwise made to feel uncomfortable on and around LSU's campus this week. One girl was grabbed walking from the library by a man wearing Cowboys gear, and Crime Stoppers has just released a flyer with a picture of the man suspected this attack as well as some others. Parents and students have taken to social media to voice their concerns about the situation, hoping to learn more. LSU PD is offering a free self-defense class to women on Thursday, the 31st, from 5 to 7 at the UREC. All women are invited to come. Reporting for Tiger TV, this has been Joshua Bowering. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Josh. In chillier news, parts of the U.S. are experiencing what is once called a once-in-a-generation cold snap.
The Midwest and the East Coast are being pounded by Winter Storm Jaden. Right now, it is the coldest it's ever been in Chicago with a wind chill of negative 41 degrees. One town in Michigan reached a wind chill of negative 66 degrees.
The National Weather Service warned in a tweet that these temperatures can lead to frostbite in as little as 5 minutes.
And even though Louisiana has not been touched by the snow, below freezing temperatures are still expected this week. Roughly 700 homeless people die every year from hypothermia in the U.S. in what is being called a growing epidemic. I went to the Salvation Army's Center of Hope shelter to find out how the homeless in Baton Rouge are bracing for frigid temperatures.
The Salvation Army's Center of Hope could be the difference between life and death for many men in Baton Rouge who otherwise would have to sleep outside.
This is a blessing. I mean, anything be sleeping on the street because it's about to be 25 degrees.
Director of Development for the Salvation Army of Greater Baton Rouge, Miriam Overton, has been working at the Center of Hope for 2 years. And she says being out in the cold is a dangerous place for men who don't have proper shelter.
It doesn't take much for a body to begin to shut down in the cold, and it doesn't have to get to sub-zero temperatures for somebody to lose their life in the cold.
The Center of Hope offers shelter for men in the Baton Rouge area who have no place to go when night falls. It's a place of sanctuary for people like Everett Matthews.
Well, if this place wasn't here, I'd make my shelter.
Matthews is in a transitional housing program at the Center of Hope. That means for $8 a night, he gets a bed, 2 home-cooked meals, his clothes washed, and even gets to catch up on his favorite TV shows. The shelter welcomes any man looking for shelter and gives them their first 7 nights for free. Matthews now calls many of the men he has met at the Center of Hope his brothers and says he sees how much the shelter impacts their lives.
Talked to some of the people, and from what I heard, it wasn't a pleasant experience. After 2 or 3 nights on the streets, you go snap.
The shelter is located at 7361 Airline Driveway and never turns away any man who is looking for a good night's rest out of the cold.
Men can check into the Center of Hope between 4 and 8 p.m. The only requirements, be sober and have an ID.
Back in June of 2016, a small electrical fire in the LSU Student Health Center set part of the building ablaze. The original press release estimated $1.7 million in damage and a 6-month rebuild. LSU's Tiger TV Montgomery Angel has more on those months turned into years.
After months of construction, the Student Health Center has finally reopened. An electrical fire in June of 2016 closed and relocated parts of the SHC for over 2 years. While the primary purpose was to replace the equipment and space burned, the university was able to carve out additional exam rooms and an entirely new triage center.
You know, certainly there were a lot of people involved in the project. We had 2 different architects, one for each phase. We had 2 different contractors one for each phase, and then they had subcontractors, plumbing, electrical, terrazzo for the floors. So there were dozens and dozens of people involved in the total renovation.
The medical clinic is fully functional in the new space. However, the lab, X-ray, and injection clinic are awaiting equipment and furniture to begin servicing patients.
I anticipate that within the month, all of those will be fully functional out of the space up front as well.
Here at LSU, all full-time students pay a student health center fee in their fee bill, giving them full access to all the services at the center.
And one of LSU's online programs is getting some national attention. Kendall Duncan is in the studio with the details. Kendall?
That's right, guys. The U.S. News and World Report named LSU Online Construction Management as a top 10 program among public universities. Check it out.
LSU Construction Management Online ranks 12th overall. Kimberly Williams, an instructor and online programs manager, accredits these rankings partially to the professors.
The LSU Online Construction Management Program is a world-renowned program because we have top scholars who are teaching in our programs. And so the same professors who teach on campus, including myself, are also the professors who develop and flip their campus courses to online courses.
Online students, such as Ashley Fauché, also take notice of these professors' hard work.
My teachers are very easily accessible. They're very quick to help you. If you have any questions, you can email them.
We are really focused on making sure that our online students receive the same level of student support that they would if they were on campus.
Not only is the online construction management program ranked in the top 10, but it is also ranked 11th in engineering programs for veterans.
Veterans are drawn to the construction management program for several reasons. I'm actually a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps, and so for veterans, many of them are transitioning from the military, and so they have the military benefits, and again, they're working professionals with families, and they want the convenience and flexibility of being able to do their programs online.
The teachers and students involved in the online construction management program are excited and encouraged about their rankings.
I feel very blessed to know that we have such a high-ranked program.
It's amazing. So this is our third year being ranked by U.S. News and World Report. To be ranked as one of the top 10 among public institutions for our online program is absolutely amazing.
Along with the online construction management program, LSU Online Flores MBA program is ranked in the top 20% among online MBA programs.
Thank you, Kendall. When we come back, our sports team is taking over the desk to give you a rundown on men's and women's basketball.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm Tima Masters, joined by Carell Robinson for your LSU Sports Update. Tonight, LSU basketball looks to stay undefeated in SEC play as they travel to College Station to take on Texas A&M. Coach Will Wade knows that the Tigers have to prove their dominance on the road.
Guys, all the time, you separate yourself on the road. And I told him I shouldn't have said this before the Missouri game. I said defense and rebounding, travel, and you separate yourself on the road. I gave him a whole big spiel. I thought I did a great job on it.
The Lady Tigers will also be putting in work on the hardwood as they host number 6 ranked Mississippi State tomorrow. The Lady Tigers are 3-4 in the SEC. They will be faced with a huge challenge taking on a team with a perfect conference record. But Coach Nikki Fargas is up for the challenge.
They're scoring over 80 points a game, and they're doing it in a variety of ways. So playing smart, playing the lanes, walling up, not fouling, that's also going to be key for us.
LSU softball, who are ranked 10th and 11th in the 2 preseason polls, have been continuing to work on fine-tuned details as they prepare for the start of the season. Here's more on the team and their next ride to Oklahoma City. Coach Serena has been talking about the new park and how the atmosphere is going to be even better for fans with all the new anemones they have added to the stadium.
It's so exciting out at Tiger Park. Tons of really fun things happening. A lot of things are going to enhance fan experience. From 500 new seats out back, a new bleacher structure. It's coming up and up every day. A beautiful new scoreboard that I think you're going to love. We'll be able to do replay and things in game, some live video, going to be amazing. There's TVs on the concourse. When you're in line at the concession stand, you'll be able to see the game.
The Tigers open the season at home on February 7th against Tulsa. Senior second baseman Shemaya Sanchez talks about how important every pitch and play is when competing for a national championship.
I think the biggest thing is that every inch is a game of inches and everything matters. Like one pitch, everything matters. And I think that you can't take one pitch off or one play off, that you need to be in the zone and focus. And I think working hard to get there all throughout the grind. So I think that helps.
You can check out the LSU softball team on opening day, February 7th at Tiger Park against Tulsa.
When we come back, Alexia and Britt will give us a look at hilarious special media reaction to the winter storms. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Newsbeat. It's no secret that Southerners aren't exactly the best at dealing with cold weather.
That's right, and the winter storm has brought out at least one great social media reaction from below the Mason-Dixon line. Take a look at this Facebook post from an Alabama police department who declared that due to the extreme cold, all crime and, quote, really dumb things have been canceled until further notice. Well, that's all the time we have. For more news, you can keep up with us on TigerTV.tv and on our social media pages. For Tiger TV, I'm Alexia Teropoulos.
And I'm Britt LaFaso. Remember to stay warm and have a great night, Tigers.